Hello, good evening. It's Monday. It's a very exciting Monday too. It's our unboxing of our June monthly make. So I've got a box with me. I've forgotten what I was going to say then, could you tell? So yeah, very excited tonight. We're going to be opening June's monthly make. I hope you're ready for some prickly fun. And I've got a couple of samples to show you using the box, and then we'll just get making. You know the score, you know how it works by now. So, hi Lynn, hi Tracy. Yeah, I hope you've all got your boxes by now. If you haven't, let me know. They were all sent out, well, over a week ago, so they should definitely be with you. Hi Zena. I was trying to think if there's anything else to tell you. Not really. So should we get on with it? Get on with it. Have a look at what's in June's box. I've got to admit, I always say this, don't I? But I have had fun with this one. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone because it's all colouring in, and you know I do struggle with my colouring in, but it has been fun. So let's have a look, shall we? Hi Michelle. So let me see if I can get this working, because I had a mass panic because I just realised it's June and not May, and nothing was right. There we go. It's that one we need, isn't it? Right, so you should have got your box. And I've actually got a proper one tonight. I couldn't find. Ooh, we've got a bit of glare, so let me just turn that one down. As organised as ever. There we go. Right. There we go. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? So I'm going to cut through our little sticker. Ooh. Safety first. I don't know how you guys do it so neatly. Mine's definitely not neat. Right. Hi Susie. So let's have a look, shall we, in here. You should have got your newsletter. I'm getting better at putting these in the box. So what does it say? Well, main thing is we're back on telly on the 15th. And this is our 9th box. Can you believe that? 9 whole boxes. Wow. Let's open this up. No, not going to save this. So there we go. So I'm going to open this one up. Inside here we've got our little contents card, as always. We have our discount card. Now that one has got the proper details on it, so I'm going to leave that to one side. We've got one set of stamps, one doodles, another doodles, and a textures, and I've got some papers. Well, a prize. So I'm going to move that to one side for a second. It can be filed under my desk. So who says funky flowers have to actually be flowers? So inside this box you will find funky flowers, Miss Prickles, a Tom Thorne, and our textures. Can you tell I had a lot of time on my hands to name these stamp sets? You've got your discount card. I'm going to put that to one side before I show you something I shouldn't. So first up, this is Little Miss Prickles, and you might recognise from our advent calendar. So if you wanted to extend your cacti, our Little Miss Prickles anymore, you just use the ones from your Christmas box. Yeah, you've then got these 2 lovely little flowers to go with it, and to be fair, I'm finding I'm using these a lot. I am using those little flowers a lot, even on the bigger one as well. And then you've got all sorts of little sayings on here. So you've got can't touch this, because obviously you don't want to be touching a prickly cactus, do you? You've got hello prickles and free hugs, because every cactus needs a hug, doesn't it? So that's the first one. Then we've got Tom Thorne, which is this one. So I'm going to show you the cactus first. He is a big one, so look at the size of that. Yeah. So you've got what it was meant to look like a bit of a heart-shaped cactus on there. You've then got your pot, yeah, and then you've got other little sayings on here. So you've got life is like a cactus, and then you can choose which ones you want to put with it. So you've got thorny but beautiful, or thorny but sweet, and then you've got prickly but beautiful and sweet. And I don't know if it's just me, but I was dying to use these by themselves because I thought that'd be quite good. Yeah, so you get your little cactus, well, that's your pot, and then you get your little sayings to go with it. So life is like a cactus, beautiful, sweet, thorny Butt and Prickly Butt. Yeah. You know I've had fun with those ones. And then on this one you get Hello Prickles, Free Hugs, Can't Touch This. So you can see how it all works together. And then to keep with like our deserty theme, we've got this lovely little lots of triangles. You can see where we're going with these. We've got our lots of triangles, we've had our lots of circles, lots of hearts, lots of squares. I'm trying to think of any more if we got off the top of my head. But we've got these lovely lots of triangles, and it has been really useful, even though I've not used it on many samples for this one. Yep, so that's your stamps. You get your triangles, Little Miss Prickles, and Tom Thorne, because who says funky flowers have to be flowers? And then you get your little extra. So you should have got, let's see if I can open this up. There was a knack to packing them all. Okay, if I open it that way. You should have got some like coordinating. I'm not going to do this neatly, am I? You can tell I'm definitely not one of those that saves their wrapping paper on Christmas Day, am I? You should have got some coordinating papers. Now they are all different that you got in your packs. You've got 4 sheets there of just some deserty cacti type papers to go in there as well, and they were double-sided. So papers, texture stamp, Tom Thorne, Little Miss Prickles, Miss Prickles, but I keep calling her Little Miss Prickles, your contents card, and your, there we go, discount card as well. So that's all what came in June's box. So I'm hoping you've had some time to play with it and you've been having some fun. So should we have a look at a few samples now? Hi Maxine. So first up we've got this little one. You can see how I've used my papers on here. Squeaky chair time. And then I've just used a smaller Miss Prickles with a few of those lovely little flowers, and then down here Free Hugs, because every cactus wants a little hug. There we go. So it's just really good fun, isn't it? Hi Mum. I'm just going to move that one to one side. Then we've got Tom Thorne, but I've nicked his flowers off Miss Prickles, so you can see how they all work really well together. Really simple one, this one. Prickly but sweet. So like I said, really simple. So all I've done, stamped Tom up here, and then just coloured in a bit of sand, because that's where cacti live, isn't it, in the desert. And then popped on your little flowers and popped my prickly but sweet. Yep, really simple to do. That one is brush out, and I don't know whether you can quite see. I don't know if I pick it up here. Can you see I've just added, oh there you go, can you see all those little dots just from my white gel pen? Yeah, just add a bit more texture to our little Tom Thorne. Come on, you want to come back in, there we go. And then this one, oh, I got a bit carried away with this one. My cacti just grew. So again, Little Miss Prickles, and you can see I've added little dots to these as well. So I'll lift that one up again. Little dots on there. This one is done with, I'm having a quick look, alcohol markers. There you go. We've got that triangle in the back, and can you see, I don't know whether, I'll pick this up on here. Go. I've just added a bit of depth with a bit of a charcoal pencil down one side of our triangles. So first and second generation stamps in there. I've used our lovely papers in the background. It is a bit of a paper heavy card, this one. And then look at this. All I've done is added our flower to each of the corners and then put Can't Touch This in there. How cool is that for a little saying? It's quite cool, isn't it? And then we've just built up our cacti. So one of the big one, and I think I've double foam pad that one. And these are all single. So you can get some really funky looking cacti out of it. And we will bring in our ones from the Christmas set as well at some point. So this is just using our Little Miss Prickles. You can see that lovely triangle in the background. Sprinkle a brush out, but you can't guess which colour it is in the background. And then I've just done Life is a Cactus on that one and put in our Mr. Thorne in there. And look, just using that pattern paper again, so I've complemented each other. Yeah, there is a song with that one, isn't there, Lynn? That one. It's got its own little song to go with it. So yeah, life is like a cactus. But how cool is that? Again, just putting those little bits of texture in with my little white gel pen. That's quite cool. That one's brusho, definitely brusho. And the colours I've used for this is lime green, because it's just perfect. Perfect colour for our cacti, isn't it? I've only got a couple more to show you. So again, just all our cacti on here. You can see I'm just using my pattern papers in the background there. 2 Mr. Thorne and little Miss Prickles, and again alcohol markers for that one. And then just to try and get some shape onto our pots, can you see I've just put a little bit of a charcoal pencil in the background there. Yeah, and on that one too. So really simple card to do. And like I say, this is my challenge one, because I don't colour in. Yeah, I do struggle still colouring in. But I actually enjoy doing this one, and you can see I've tried to get as much texture as I can in on my cacti. And then at the top I've just got thorny but beautiful. See how, aren't they? They're a little bit thorny, a little bit prickly. And then the last one, hello prickles. This is a bit of a mishmash between the two as well. So I've nicked the pot off Mr. Thorne, off Tom Thorne, and then I've used Miss Prickles, obviously the sayings for Miss Prickles as well, and then those lovely little flowers. I love this flower. I think we're going to have to get it bigger, because it's such a lovely little flower on there. And then I've just decorated my pot, just coloured in a few little stripes and just decorated it in there. So there we go. That was it. That's it for our June box. So I'll just quickly run through those samples again. We've got that one, our 3 big cacti. We've got life is like a cactus. Yeah, I do love this one. It's such a funny shape. Mr. Thorne. And then we've got Can't Touch This. I do like that frame. I think that's going to be something we do quite a lot of this month with that one. But that one, how simple is that? A really, really simple card to do. Just with our brusho and, well, with Tom Thorne to get that there. And then we've just got Prickly But Sweet on it. Really, really simple, that one. And then, but I like that one. So imagine, where's our other one gone? It's a bit like that one, isn't it? Just really simple, but they are quite striking, aren't they? There we go. And then the last one, free hugs, because every cactus needs a hug. Not literally, because that might get a bit spiky and hurt. I don't recommend hugging a cactus, metaphorically, not in real life. Yeah. Right, so I'm going to put these to one side. I've just said that, I haven't got anywhere to put them. You know how it goes, my desk. So, hope you've liked them, hope you've enjoyed playing with them. I hope you have been playing with them. Ooh, I think we've got a cat running over the roof. So what I thought we'd do tonight is, you've noticed I have gone for, I think it's just, because the papers were cut 6x6. Yeah, so in here I've got, I had more than that, nope, I've got 2 6x6, I've got 2 5x7, because you know I do like my 5x7s, and I've got 2 A5s. Yeah, it will be very ouchy to fall on a cactus. Could you imagine? Not a good look. Right, so we're going to go really simple today. I think we're going to do a bit like this one. Yep, so build a bit of a background up using our triangle. Oh, just caught my finger on something. Build a bit of a background up using our triangle, and you can see here I've done that little, I don't want to say technique because it's not, that little trick, it's more of a trick, isn't it, with our triangles. And then we'll do that one. I did think about doing a cheeky range to go with these ones. I just didn't think everyone would appreciate it being part of the main set though. So, bright colours, that is what we're about this month. It is apparently coming into summer. Which actually, it's been very warm, hasn't it, this week, so I can't say that. Hi Noella. So I'm going to do a lovely bright background. We're going to get some of our triangles going. And then I think I've got to use Miss Prickles because I'm not allowed favourites, am I? But she is. Well, she's not because I like Tom Thorne as well. Too many cactus. So I've just popped some pink. I've gone for my usual flamingo because it's looking at me. Give it a quick spritz on here. Oops, spritz more my hand. I didn't spritz that very well. I've got a lovely big square going on there. There we go. Just need to add a little bit more water to get it moving. And then I'm going to turn it around that way. Right, kitchen roll. Always a good place to start, isn't it? Oh, now we've gone really dark. Let me. Should be able to see a bit better now. So we've got our lovely pink, our flamingo. I don't think you get flamingos in the desert, but they can in our desert. With our funky cacti. Give it a real quick wash in the back as well. And then we want our triangle. Now I'm hoping he's still on a block. Oh, he is. There he is. Look. They were all in a pile. So I've got my lovely little triangles. And what colour do we want for this? Oh, too hard to choose colours today. Let's move that to one side, shall we? I think we're going to go, I think we might go back to the pink. Or actually toffee. Toffee just seems to be quite nice with it, doesn't it? I'm going to chicken out, I'm going to go to me toffee. It's kind of yellowy goldy, isn't it? I'm just going to do one coming up this way. Oops. And what I'm looking for here is that I get these lines straight. Yep. Because otherwise it looks a bit odd. Is that a good press? I'm going to pop another one on. Going to decisions. Do that one there. If you notice, I flicked it round as well. I'm going to come back in and we'll get this one. Ooh! Would help if I looked what I was doing. There's that one, and then I'll just want to second generation this one on again. Stamp it onto here. Oops! I'm disaster prone today, aren't I? There we go. Right, so we've got a bit of a background going on. Just going to grab my charcoal pencil. And just on the ones that is the first generation stamped, just going to very gently go in with my charcoal pencil on. It's only like, you know when we were doing like lots of circles and things, like with our jelly roll pen. Just the same as that, just using charcoal one to get a bit of depth. Just keep going, and you can see if I hold that one up. Yeah, if I hold that one up, you can see the difference, can't you? It's only like a 2-second job to do, but it does make such a difference. And then it's choosing which side to do on here now. I'm going to have to turn it round. It's weird, isn't it? You can only draw or colour one way. So just on those top ones, but I think it just adds some lovely depth to it. Yep. So I'm going to pop that back down there, and then we're going to grab a piece of card. That one will do. And who should we go for this time? I think we're going to use Miss Prickles, aren't we? Let's see if we can find Miss Prickles. They're very dirty stamps. Need a bigger piece than that, actually. There we go, that's more like it. So we want some Miss Prickles now. And what I love about this and Mr. Thorne is he still fits on this oval block. So you can still use the comfier block. Just going to ink him up. Can I have a Carl line going off? So lots and lots of ink because my ink's running out. So we've got one little Miss Prickles. And you could stamp all this together if you wanted to. I suppose it'd save when you're cutting out, wouldn't it? So that's her base, and then we're going to add her next little bits. Lots and lots of ink. What I should have done is left myself a little bit more room between them for cutting out. Again, just inking him up, or her up. So we'll like maybe have two coming at one side and one on the other. I always like to do a few extras because you never know if you need another one, do you? And there. There we go. So we've got some Miss Prickles, and then of course we need some of them lovely little flowers. So yeah, a big one. Well, a bigger one. Well, it's not that big, is it really? About a 2p piece, and then you get the little one as well. Two little ones, I think. There we go. All fingers and thumbs again today. And then, like I said before, there is only one colour of Brusho. I think we need to rename it this month. It's not lime green anymore, it's cactus green for this month. So it's just the perfect cactusy colour. It goes from a lovely yellow through to a deep green. Just what you want for your cactus. There we go, just making sure it's nice and dry. And then we're going to start painting. So, lime green. Well, to be fair, I'm sure any colour would make a nice cactus. It's just lime green to me was the one. I've only used a really small colour palette to do those samples with, and my lime green was the one that really did stick. Oops, a bit too dark at the moment. So I'm going to start off with this big one first. Just check I'm still on the table. So going over, you'd know how to do this by now. Go over with a real light colour Hi Christine. We're going over with a real pale green to begin with. Hi Pauline. No, we're 7:30 on a Monday, and to be fair, I haven't updated the what do you call it, the header on the top of the page either, which didn't help. It's been one of them days, you know, when you do one step forward and then you turn around and it's like, nope, that didn't help. But we'll get there. And just keep adding. So I'm putting my base layer of my green down, my Cactus Green. Hi Alison. And then we slowly go in with, to be fair, in researching cactus, because you know what I'm like, purple, they do have, you can get purple cactus, which I think is just amazing. It wasn't actually me that found that out, it was my sister, but can't take credit for that one. She did find that out for me. So again, I'm just adding my little green to it. I'm sure there must be other greens that'll work just as well. It's just, this one was mine. It's going to be my go-to, I think, for this set. Can you see I'm just adding that lovely, ooh, and I poked you in the eye then, those lovely green to it. I'm just going to keep doing that on the other ones. Just going in, just keep building up our colour. And the nice thing about brush as well, isn't it, if you get too much colour on, you just go and wet it again. As long as you've not oversaturated your card, that is. Do the same with this one here. Whoops, that was a bit much, wasn't it? It's almost like a plan to do it, I didn't. So can you see here, I've got like really, really bad green. Yep, my blending there has been a bit atrocious, hasn't it, to say the least. So I'm going to grab some of my water and then just come in and just pull that colour around. And what you should find, if I've done it right, there you go. He's not as bad now. Yep, he's not been out in the sun too long on one side. And then I'm just going to do this last one here. You have to be careful though doing that you don't oversaturate your card with water. If you do, you just start to dry it a little bit and then go back in again. Ooh, I've done it again here. Must be one of them things once you say don't do, or be careful of. There we go, right. I've got a little cactus going on. Oh, thanks Alison. I've got to admit, it's a little bit of prickly fun, this one. You should have heard me, all the little puns were coming out when I was drawing this one. Oops, squeaky desk. I've just coloured everything in with brush there. So I want some flowers. Now we've got that lovely pink background, haven't we? So if remember, that's our background. The pink. I can't actually tell if it's pink on my screen or not. There we go. It is pink, honest, because that's what we used. So I want little pink bits on here. So I'm going to grab my Alsarian Crimson, because you know that's the pink I love. There it is. Oh. He's on the table somewhere, in the drawer somewhere. So all I need a smidgen of Algerian crimson and a paintbrush. And then the thing with this though is they're all so easy to colour in. Even I shouldn't say that, I've just jinxed myself, haven't I? I've not had a really bad whoopsie when I'm colouring these in, shall we say. You can normally tell how difficult they are to colour in with how many end up in the bin. These ones, oh, trust you, Mum. Yeah, you can see them with strawberries. To be fair, now you've said that, that's all I can see. That can be a challenge for you. You can turn one into a strawberry. Oops, too much water there. Yeah, we're all going to be making strawberries out of them, aren't we now? And this comes with a little green bit on top. Oh, how cool. Don't even know if they're doing Wimbledon this year. I've lost track of where we are in the year. Of our little Wimbledon set. So I'm just popping a little bit of darker pink in here. And then oh, so you got really confused then, Lynn, when you read the contents and it said Little Miss Prickles. But like, no, it's a strawberry, love. To be fair, I'll admit this now that you're all calling it a strawberry. I did see a little spider's head. You know, these are like his millions of eyes he has. Yeah, that'll be interesting, won't we? Trying to make a strawberry out of it. Oh, we haven't got any strawberries this year. I wish we did. So I'm just putting a little bit of darker back in here, just give it. It looks alright. It's got a little bit of pink here, but just adding a little bit of dark just adds a bit more depth to it. And that's the beauty of brusher. You only need that one little pot, and the whole thing's sorted. Right, we are good to go, I think, with this one. We had to dig most of ours out to make room for the crafty cave, and I've not replanted any yet. So we've only got the few that are daring to come back up. So the few raspberries that survived the move are starting to flower, so we might get a few raspberries this year. Right, I think that's me cleanish. So now I'm just going to give that a quick blast with my heat gun. Yeah, there were some sacrifices made for our little crafty cave. But I'll get it all sorted again soon. Right, hoping that's dry. And all I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab my little jelly roll, because you know I love my jelly roll. If I start on this big one, so everyone can see, I'm going to go in next to it. Just add, don't know what I've had this jelly roll pen on, but it's definitely not white. And just add a few little dots. I'm going to add a little bit to this one. And I'm just going to come in on my spiky Mikeys. Just like that. And then you can always add a few extra bits. I don't say anything about internet. It's we've had it. Well, I wasn't here for much of the week, was I? But it's holding its own this week. There we go. So just adding those little dots, I think, adds a little bit more character to it. Yeah. So I'm just going to keep doing that. You can always put extra tufts in, can't you? Because they have loads of little spikes. These aren't that spiky for cacti, really, are they? A few more little bits and bobs to it. Like I said before, though, I don't know how many of these we're going to use. Right, and then we're going to move on to sorry, it's me. I keep changing the time on us, don't I? 7:30 though on a Monday, because there's no kid-related things going on. I'm going to pop a little line up these. I purposely didn't add to these flowers because I thought you might want to cut them out of your papers and things. But I do like to just add a little bit of a line and a few little dots on them. There we go. Go off like that. Looks like, is it a hibiscus now? I'm getting all technical with my flowers there. I'm just doing it on that one. And then this one. Right, and then I need to decide if we're going to have a bit of a pot for this dude or dudette. She's a Miss Prickles, this one, isn't she? I'm gonna chop the big one off first. I'm just going to roughly place them to see if we've got room for a pot or not. I think it might be a bit tight to have a pot. We'll have to do a pot another day if that's the case. Ooh, we might. Let's see, where's my pot gone? You can see you have so much fun, don't you, with these guys? That looks like a strawberry there. Or a piece of watermelon. Seems like we're all talking about food now. I think we might just get a pot on that bottom bit to put a stamp on. If we don't use it, we don't use it. We can save it for another day. I'm going to have all bits of cacti. But like a cactus spares. Just keep them in a little bag with me stamps. Look at this. Oh, tell you what would look nice. Where's them papers gone that I've just pulled out of here? See if I've got a yellowy one. Oh, I did. I thought I saw a yellow. No. So what I love about this big pot, I didn't decorate purposely because I thought we've all got pattern papers sat around, haven't we, that we need to use up. That one would look nice, wouldn't it? Yes, let's use that one. See, I change my mind all the time, don't I, what I'm doing. Let's get this inked up again. Oops, keep inking up my thumb, not the stamp. Can't just be me that does that. And then we need to choose our favourite bit. Now I love this little like chevron-y bit. I'm going to put it straight through the middle of my cactus. Not my cactus. That'd be painful, wouldn't it? My pot. Now I'm making this hard for myself because my ink is running out. I do like that yellow on the back though. I'm just going to go around leaving a border. There's my little pot. Then there he is. Grabbing my charcoal pencil again. Stamping a pot on my arm as well. So I'm going to add a little bit down here. And then a little bit across here and down that side. It is this little, I'm sure there's a proper name for it. Just stop calling it Mr. Pot. It's a bit of, see, it just looks a bit more shaped just for adding a little bit of charcoal pencil. So we're going to have a little pot there. Oh, it does look better, doesn't it? We'll give it a bit of a base in a minute because I can't be doing with floating pots and trees and flowers, you know me. And then we're just going to start cutting these out. I'll try not to sing because you know what I'm like. I think we've all got a song stuck in our head tonight, haven't we? I think this set is just a little bit of fun, isn't it? We're coming into summer. We've got a little bit of sunshine. Hopefully it's brought the sunshine now for the summer. Because did you notice our cactus turned up and so did the sun? Not that I'm trying to take credit for bringing the sunshine, but think about scrapbooking as well. I've got a couple of pictures from the last week, you know, beautiful summer type pictures. Oh, I just nearly cut his spiky bit off. That'll never do. Poor Miss Prickles. I'll be done for cactus harming. Oh, poor little Miss Prickles there. You could always take your black gel roll pen, couldn't you, and add some more spikes to it if you wanted. If you really wanted a spiky one. So you can see how, whoops, this is now going to start to build up. You know, our strawberry shaped cacti. Now chop this one off. There we go. Just getting all little bits everywhere, aren't I? So we'll start to come up like that. I think we will. I think it will fit, won't it? We'll start our hairdo in a second. Dun, dun, dun. Whoops. Not the best cutting out. We can go. There we go. Just fits on. How cool is that? Then our last little one. We're gonna have another one just poking out the side. They are easy to cut out though. It's just me making it look harder than it is. Okay. Then this one we might stick to the front just like that. Right, so we've got Little Miss Prickles and her fancy pot. I'm sure there's a proper name for them. Oh, we've got our flowers as well to stick on in a minute. But I'm going to do my sentiment next. So I think we all know which one it's going to be. Over on this side. I bet I've got a bit of scrap card somewhere that it'll fit on beautifully. There we go. That one will work. Do you need to make it a little bit smaller though? So I'm going to stick that up there for a second, and then we need a bit of can't touch this. There we go. Right, try and get it in the right order. You need to keep it quite small. Like, it can be long and thin, but I don't want it too wide. So can't. Touch. So close. Can't touch. And then this. Whew. Was a bit close for comfort, that one, wasn't it? Got hair on that one. So can't touch this. And should we do our little flower as well? So I've gone for the teeny tiny one. I'm going to stick that down here. Whoops, ink him up, girl, ink him up. Would be more helpful. We'll put that there. So, oh, we could have done Hello Prickles, couldn't we? Another guillotine, another chopper. I'm going to put it quite close. Yep, that should do. Whoops, a daisy, everything's sliding off. Do you quite like that one? Right, let's get this finished, shall we? Oh, I've just moved it all. So I just need a teeny tiny bit of Alzarian Crimson. And a paintbrush would be helpful. It's gone quite dark, this one, because I've not put too much water on it. There we go. Paintbrush definitely doesn't want to get clean today. You know what we could do? Look at that. Could be an alien. Yeah, we're going to have to make an alien. A winking alien. Oh, I've lost it now, haven't I? Oh, it's pen. Yeah, you can agree. It's finally got to me. There we go. I can't touch this. I love that little bit, and I love those little flowers. I think they're going to be really, really useful. So I've got my can't touch this. I'm not sure what we're going to map that onto yet, but we will sort that out. We need to stop our pot from floating off into space because he's not an alien yet. He'll become an alien at some point in the next few Mondays. Oh, I've not done that low enough, have I? There we go, that works, doesn't it? And I've even treated myself to some new foamy pads. I'm not going to put glue on it as well tonight. So I'm doubling up this middle one. And I'll just stick it there. And you can see that lovely depth you get to it. Just pop into it in the middle. And I'm going to do the same with this one. So just give him a bit of a bend. Normally I would put a little bit of glue on my foam pads, you know, where it's touching the paper. Only because it really does secure it a lot better. And especially in winter when people are putting them on their fireplaces and things like that, it just helps things stay. Just going to do one on these. And I've chopped it in half as well because I want to keep that lovely shape to it. There's that one. I'm going to do that one on top. Let's have that one there like so. And my last one. I think I'm going to grab some craft card. Put that on top and I will go behind. There we go. And then this bit's just going to come down here. Like so. That's quite cool, isn't it? Smallish piece that'll do for my can't touch this, just for fill in because we know it's stuck in our head now. Well, that turned out a bit bigger than I wanted it. Never mind. There we go. Got our little can't touch this. Let me see if my glue wants to glue. Ooh. On a roll. Not only have I had foam pads, I've also got glue that wants to glue. How could Monday get any better? No, let's have the textured side, shall we? That on there. I'm easily pleased, aren't I? And this should, I think we're going to pop it right in the middle, something like that. Two quick foamy pads. That's going to go somewhere about there. No, because then we're losing our triangles. I'll do it up at the top. And then I just want a little, ooh, that's purple. Do you ever do that where you pull a pen out and you know it's not the right colour? When that's the one, that'll do. And oops. Got everything sliding off my desk now. There we go, that one will do. So, oh, we've not put our flowers on. We'll do them in a second. I'm just going to grab a little gold centre. And I might even do a little bit coming out. Not only have I gone for bright colours, I'm going for sparkles as well. So you all know how many comfort zones I'm stepped out of. Sparkles, bright colours, colouring. Oof. But that is the fun, isn't it, of the monthly makes. They do push our boundaries in a good way. Add that one in. So all I'm doing is I'm pulling that pink. You've seen me do this loads of times with our little frames. I think it just adds to it. There we go. Now let me just pop them flowers on. I knew there was something. I'd forgotten. I won't colour in the middles until they're on now. I'm going to grab my Big Bertha one first. But how cool, and like I say, if you got the advent calendar at Christmas, you will already have 2 more sizes of little prickles to add on. So imagine the size of that cactus, or cactus. I think that one can go there. There is something about these flowers, isn't it? Once you add them on, I wonder if we could actually make a Mr. and Mrs. You know, like an anniversary card or something using them. Can go over there. You know me, it's all got to be done in odd numbers. Get this one going. There we go, right. Glue them before I lose them. And we'll just pop a little bit of glitter, not glitter, you know what I mean, sparkles, jelly roll. There we go. Little teeny tiny bits in the middles, and this time I promise we are done. So what have we used? She says, I thought my stamps were here. They are. So for our background, we've used a bit of everything actually on this one. So for our background, we've used our lovely triangles. You can just see it poking out. We did a pickup using pink, that flamingo one, yeah, that one, you know the one. And then we just stamped our lovely triangles over the top. I think this one's going to be really, really useful. A lot like the squares and the triangles. And that is going to be another go-to one for us. We then used Little Miss Prickles and her flowers. And obviously her saying, can't touch this. And then we used a pot, or there is a posh name. It's going to bug me. I'll find out what it is. On some of our pattern paper for that little pot. So we have made good use. We need to use Tom Thorne next time. And we've made really good use of our 3 sets that come in this month's monthly make. So I hope you've enjoyed that one. I quite like that. Little Miss Prickles. Do you want me to just quickly do those samples again for you? So that one. Yep, so that is Tom Thorne and the triangles in the background, very similar to what we've done tonight, just using a different stamp set. Yep, there you go, Little Miss Prickles again. Just build her up. I think I've done her in the same configuration, haven't I? Naughty girl. Again, all of them. They are big stamps though. Little Miss Prickles again. See, that's a 5x7 and she fills that really well. Little Thorne. Yep, and then our little free hugs. It's so cute, just poking out there. So, oops, let me see if I can get the right one. There we go. So that's it from from me tonight. I hope you've enjoyed looking through June's box. It's a little bit prickly, a little bit spiky, but I hope we're going to have lots and lots of fun with it. Oh, my voice went then. Thank you all for your lovely comments. That's the thing, this month's set is really fun. And you've also got that worker stamp in there, that triangles. I think we're going to be using that quite a bit. That's going to be a good one for with our flowers and things, because it'll break up the backgrounds because it's got those lovely angles, because obviously it's a triangle. So thank you all again for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed that one. I've definitely had fun with this stamp set. I can't wait to see what you all do with yours as well. And I'll be back on Friday at 8 o'clock, because it's football, isn't it, on a Friday? So back on Friday at 8 o'clock. Thank you all for your lovely comments. Hope you're enjoying your box, and can't wait to see what you make with them. So thank you for joining me. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you all again very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.